The Perpetrator's Hideout. Zeke caught Remy before she could fall to the ground, holding her as she panted. Remy was in bad shape. She wore the tattered remains of her sleepwear, and the flesh around her wrists and ankles was angry and red. She had a dagger in each hand and a tight bundle of paper over one shoulder, though he hardly noticed those. "Remy! Oh God, are you okay?" She glanced between them in desperate relief. "Aisling is right behind me." Zeke glanced up to see Aisling emerging from the cave entrance. She held a massive cleaver in each hand, each one wicked sharp and glinting with malignant light. Slung over her shoulder was an uneven cube with strangely flickering symbols, tied with leather cord. There was no mistaking the power radiating from the artifact, even if they'd never seen it before. The hegemonics. Aisling stopped, frozen in surprise as she saw the group. She took them in at a glance, though her eyes only lingered on Patrick. "God damn it, Patrick! You couldn't just abandon me. You really had to betray me, too?" She raised her huge cleavers, running on one of the blades slowly along the flat of the other to produce an angry metal screech with each pass. Patrick stiffened. "Aisling, we just came for the girl. Remy isn't the one you're after. She's not part of the Black Hand, and she didn't hurt you or your family. Why don't you just turn around and walk back into that cave? We go our way, you go yours. Nobody gets hurt." "Not this time, Patrick. She's one of them. Even if I can't bring my dad back, I can still punish the ones responsible. Teach Malik what it's like to lose someone they love." Aisling smirked and flashed white teeth. Nightingale hardly seemed to see the woman. She hadn't looked away from the cube, and she didn't look away from it now. By now, Zeke had thought she looked a little like a corpse. All the color was gone from her body, replaced with the half-decayed paleness of something that had drowned. Nightingale laughed, her voice bitter and alien. They all stared, Remy most confused of all. Nightingale's body jerked forward, and one of her arms shoved Remy down hard, sending her into the mud and rocks. "Night?" Remy whimpered, scampering for her daggers. Nightingale stepped backwards and away. She turned on her friends and stood by Aisling. Zeke didn't have a chance to explain, but he moved to Remy's side and scowled at Nightingale. "What the hell? You said that you'd give her body back when we got here." Zeke was cut off by Aisling's jovial tone. "Princess Nightingale," Aisling shouted, voice surging with excitement. "I always knew your family cared about justice and Alinea. Fight with me." "Yes." Nightingale's jaw opened just a little too wide as she laughed again. "We both will have what's rightfully ours." Zeke's eyes widened in horror as his best friend began to twitch and manifest something from her own body. The Malama leaked out, forging an organic armor, shrouding part of her body in something sick and twisted. Then the gelatinous creature formed a weapon in its hand, an obscene sword and armor made of the Malama itself. "I knew you'd lie." Zeke tightened his grip on his weapon, putting a little threat into the words. "You know the deal Nightingale made. Let her go." "In good time," Nightingale laughed. "Please compel me with your primitive weapons. It's only her blood you spill." Rook suddenly spoke up, looking at his friends. "No, don't hurt her. That's what the Malama wants. It's looking to take a different body." Nightingale's smile faded. "Clever," it said. Then Nightingale lunged at them with Aisling not far behind.